out of Parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
82, 40.
Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Rush in.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots in the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, Chubb. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run again on first down. Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Easy.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He finds Beckham complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Kill. Begin. Watch the safety creep. 36.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Check.
From the 22, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check, hot route. Hot.
Hey, Stan.
58, right over there. Yeah.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Good track.
Wentz going to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A couple of first downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Play.
This line 7. Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Wentz. Looking here for Smith downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Let's go, baby.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wentz. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Damarius Randall. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And again, it's Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Damarius Randall. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They run it again with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz now to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hey, Rip 5-2, hot here.
58, right over there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This is the tight end, Njoku. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
43!
45. Mike, 45. Yo.
Nice 7, let's go. 45's the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch
Yellow.
Here we go.
45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. He hits Landry. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike Charlie.
Yeah. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yellow.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
15.
54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Check 24.
Girl, 15.
Out. Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
15, yellow.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and somebody said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
For Tokyo!
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Bravo!
And 58 is a Mike.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow! 180!
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Ram.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The great 57.
Hey, check 24.
Ram.
Check.
Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 50.
Other side, solid.
Screen, watch the screen.
Black flag.
Switch. Check 3.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out